Don't believe me, I surrender, 'cause I can take no more. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light. Can't take one more fight. All the feelings that I have inside make me lose my mind. But it feels so good, though it hurts so bad. Like a drug that would drive me crazy. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light.
Hello, Planarets. How are you? Oh, it was like as if I'm running from one room to another. I just had my welcome call session with my founding members of my Planarets in a circle, and I just made it. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you? Are you good? Hello, everybody. Who do we have here? We have Elle, Cindy. How are you? Irene, the budgeting mama. Nice to see you. Charlotte, a slice of life. Brenda, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Woo-hoo, back to back live streams. Can I keep up with this? No. Because I had to wake up at 3 a.m. to do my 4 a.m. welcome call for my founding members. But it was so much fun. So, hey, if you want to join our Planarets in a Circle, I'll talk to you about joining the wait list later on. So I actually do not have anything planned. Normally, I have my little bullet points that I would go through and then talk to you about what's going on. But let us first share what some wins have you had this week, big or small. Let me know right now. Just the same way I talked about sharing your wins, regardless of how big or small they are, it is going to start building that habit muscle for you to start focusing on the positive things that's happening in your life. Because I don't know about you, but for me, for many years, I thought of the things I should have done, could have done, would have done. I wish I was further ahead. I wish I was making more money. All the things that I don't have. And so what do I focus, and what does my brain, go and spot? The things that I don't have. And I'm missing out on the things that I do have. For if you're in winter right now, the heater, I'm so happy that I could turn the heater on if I need to. Although the other day I told my husband, put a jumper on, because that's what he always tells me, right? Or that I have clean water to drink. Or that I, that great meal. Right? So let me know in the chat if you're watching live or if you're watching on replay, what is a win you've had this week? Start writing them down. Maybe make it a habit to, before you, start your day and look at your to-do list. What's a win from yesterday? Or in the evening, what was a win from today? It doesn't have to be like grand, okay? Really, really important. Where are we else here? Ronnie Cat, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. We are all traveling. Yes, that's right. You're traveling. Sorry, I missed the welcome call. All good, Brenda, because something else was more important at the time. You're traveling. All good. I know that you are always a participating Planaret when you can. So I hope the adventure is going well for you. So that's a great thing. And so, yeah, just let me know the wins and start writing them down, okay? So, look, we're going to get right into it. I'm so excited. I've got lots of things to do. So, I have, my ears are now so blocked. I have my weekly spread in my A5 size planner that I'm going to be embellishing today. So, I hope you can follow along and then maybe use some of the ways I embellish things, because I shopped my own previous planner embellishment. So I wanted to bring that back. And so hopefully you can get some fun with it as well. Let's go. Oakley dokily, here we are. This is my A5 Filofax Camden organizer. Not a sponsored post, but If you do want to use my affiliate link, I do have it in the description, and you can get different discounts for the different products that they have. So I am in my Ultimate Planner bundle. So for those of you that don't know, I do sell some of my planner printables in the shop. And so it comes in A5, Happy Planner Classic, and letter size, or 8.5 by 11. And you get all these pages, right? So you can either print, like I do, print everything for the whole month. So it's got everything you need for the month, or you can pick and choose and have samples only. And so if you already have your own planner system, but you may go, you know what, I need something that focuses on my well-being, I might go and print the well-being page. You know what, I need a weekly spread so then I can see visually what's happening for the whole week. I might just print the weekly spread. Okay, so really good. Let's have a look. Hello, Stephanie. Plannerettes Assemble. Sorry, I had to hop off the call. I'm back. Crazy day. All right, I'm glad you are here. Enjoyed seeing both of my daughters and attending my grandson's graduation and heading home now. That is a wonderful win. That is a beautiful win, spending time with family. And I really love that green Filofax. Yeah, so the olive in olive color. I love it too. Wonderful. Look, we're like friends. We're saying hello to each other. I love that. And this is our hangout. This is our weekly hangout with Marianne and the Planner Rets. Okay, so I have that was so in the Ultimate Planner bundle, you get this as a freebie when you sign up to my email newsletter. I've got my calendar, so I'll have to refer to that to see what's up for this week. I've got my habit tracker. I won't be touching that today. There's my well-being planner spread for last week. I have to put in my steps there. So look, so for those of you that worry when you have you don't fill in certain parts of your planner pages, or you missed out on doing habit trackers, put a washi tape over it. It looks pretty rather than empty. Or rather than unfilled. So you pop a big sticker on it, so then that way, even though I say it doesn't matter if things are unfilled or unchecked or unticked, or you haven't filled it in, it's still okay. But if you're like me, that my brain goes, why is that empty? Not anymore, because it has a washi tape. Okay, I did my mood journaling here. It looks like I didn't take my break, but I actually did, because when I did my focus time and my Pomodoro, and I took a lot of breaks. So again, keep in mind, when you're looking at your own planner and go, it looks empty, have a think. You need to go and have a think what was going on. Maybe for Brenda, well, she didn't maybe get to fill in her planner because she was having a good time catching up with daughters and grandson's graduation. So don't take the value of your planner pages just as you see it, because something else happened that was more important. And that could have been resting or just sitting on the couch doing nothing. So this was my June 2nd to 8th weekly spread. These colorful things here in colorful writing, this is the done list. So what did I do that day? So I don't actually use my weekly as much, because I do plan on a daily basis, as you can see, all my daily tasks. So for me, I use my weekly as my done list. What is it that I did do today? So instead of focusing on the things I didn't do, I am writing down at the end of the day the things that I did do. So then that way I'm not hard on myself going, oh, I didn't get to, check off everything off my list. But, I went to watch Karate Kid movie with Josh. I put here, I want to watch Karate Kid movie. So when I found out Karate Kid Legends was going, I wrote it down. And so I booked a time. I edited my video. I update. See, if you do have any blank pages, write down all your wins, or your gratitude log, or your victory log. Okay, so this my daily pages. So normally this is where I do all the nitty-gritty tasks and things like that. Okay, so last week I embellished the well-being planner spread. I talked about the key areas of focus, the wheel of life, your wellness, your morning journal, and take a break. Okay, so this week, the second week of the month, is we're going to look at embellishing a weekly spread. So whether you have vertical layouts or horizontal layouts, I hope you can get value in today's video, making your planners pretty, so then you're more likely to use it than not, especially if you love color, if you love stickers, if you love stationery, if you love washi tape. All right, let's quickly have a look. Yes, so with, like I said, Steph, this is the Camden in olive. So I love olive and sort of like that army green. I love it. Excellent. Cindy as well. Hope you all. Oh, you guys, this is what I love about us. Geez, I love us. I love us. I love that we are all, now we're just getting to know each other. Hey, some of you, I'd love for you to join my Plannerettes in a Circle. My founding members will tell you, so far we're just 2 days into really, creating it, and we're already having a good time. All right, so when I talked about, I really didn't have a plan on how to embellish my weekly spread, I went and shopped my previous settings. So let me show you. I think this was April 2023. So that was the cover page I made, and this is my calendar spread. So I'm going to take this as my inspiration on how to embellish my heading up here. So if you will join along with me, we are going to start that. I'm going to use my pencil. So this is, I think, Zebra Blend 4S. Okay, so in my Amazon storefront affiliate link in the description, if you click that, it'll be under my pens, markers, and highlighters. So it's got 4 different ink color, and then this bit here, the little cap or little thing, that's where the lead pencil is. So if you press it down, that's how the lead pencil comes out of its barrel. So what is it today? So it is June. So I'm just going to probably use only the 3 letters, even though, June only has 4 letters, but I want to be able to fit in the dates. So what is it, the 9th? Maybe I can fit in the last E. June 9th to, what is it, 15th? June 9th to 15th. Yes, I think I can fit the whole thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just like this one, is I'm going to go and use a felt tip pen, because I need something thicker than my either my 0.38 or my normal 0.5. So let me just have a look at all my, I'm just moving things around. So I've got lots of felt tip pens, as you can see here. I bought nearly every kind when I started bullet journaling back in 2017. So when I'm watching, planner, those bullet bujoers, okay, so I have the 0.8. All right, so there we go. So every time I saw one. So this is just the uni pin one, but you can get anything. So of course, the bigger the number, the thicker the nib is. All right. Hello, love your vlog and YouTube post. Been watching, yes, having a look at Elle's new channel and blogging. Let me see if I can just put some music on in the background, because I can just, let's see. That's better. All right, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Bear with me. Don't get dizzy. So as you can see, there's my, oops, that's too close. There's my pencil marking. Again, just one side of the letter, make it a little bit thicker, because then all it is just outlining it. Now you can leave it at that. You can color it in if you want, but we're going to do some horizontal lines. So what has everybody been up to? Well, for me, I've been busy creating the things for my Plannerettes in a Circle. And I'm so excited because honestly, like, not tooting my own horn or anything like that, but if I had the guide that I am creating. So I have this success path that I am creating for those of us who are just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, who are feeling a little bit lost, feeling a little bit stuck. Sometimes, like, you know what to do, but that's when your brain is working. But when you're overwhelmed and you haven't had a rest, you haven't had a break, somehow your brain stops functioning. And then you try and still push through, go, go, go. And then you don't take your breaks. Hello, Marie. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're well and enjoy the company of myself and the Plannerettes in the live chat. So yes, you're one of the 3 people who watch my blogs. Oh, so funny. So so the Elle Naturally has a YouTube channel, the Elle Naturally one for skincare. And I don't know, I asked her a favor. I'm just waiting for her to let me know whether she's a yes or when it will be. So you know what I'm talking about, Elle, because I'm sure that if I need help, other people will need help when it comes to hair care. So really important. Hello, Mama Bidit. Michelle. I haven't seen you in a while. It is Michelle, yes? See, sometimes you have to forgive me because it's not that I don't, I don't remember when it's brain fog, but the way I remember if it is Michelle is M's, the mama. Hope I'm right. We will see if I am right in knowing Mama Mitdat's name. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that because what I'm going to do next is where did that page go? Oh, here. I'm going to create little clouds and a little rainbow. See? So I think this is called, Tamara. Yes, it's Tamara. So why did I say, I think it was someone else who had lots of M's. Can't wait, yes! Can't wait to be your guest. I have been shy of going live and getting myself prepared. Don't need to prepare, it's just friends talking and you know your stuff, right? You know more than me, and that's all it is. Sorry, Tamara. Yes, Tamara. Okay, maybe I'll have my little notes. It is 5:22 a.m. and I've been up since 3. So forgive me, Tamara. Okay, excellent. All right. So yes, so no need to prepare, Elle. We can just chin wag. So just talking and chattering. All right, so let's do that. I'm going to use my pencil again, and I'm going to do that here in a smaller scale. So I'll show you how to do I did have breakfast. I had cereal, but my tummy is rumbling. So if you do hear it, that's why I put the music on. All right, so for the, what do you call this? The clouds, I'm just going to do 2 clouds. I'm making it a little bit smaller. So just a flat line. And then just doing all these little bubbles or scallops at the top, and do another one here. Okay, now my rainbow is probably it's going to be a flatter rainbow because it's probably only going to have a few lines. It won't have the Roy G. Bibb. Okay, so you just, depending on what you're embellishing. Okay, well, probably that's it. I'm just going to make that a little bit more. See, look at me talking about, here I am going, don't worry if it's not perfect, but here I am making sure it is visually to my eye. Okay, so then I'm going to get my felt tip pen. So again, this is the 0 point. I can't see it. I've got to go and then I'm off camera. Marie, I am new to Filofax and trying to set it up. I have bought personal. I've been watching some of your YouTube videos. I have Filofax molded and love it. Yes, Marie, have a look at some of my setup for my personal size. So for the month of June, I did move back into my, what do you call this, my A5. So I do change things up. because, you know, sometimes I either get bored with the size or I miss a particular planner page and I don't get to embellish. So I go back and forth, and there is no rules. You can go and, you know, of course, for some may not be able to buy different sizes and be able to change all the time, but you got to go and make sure whatever size or whatever system you have, it works for the season of your life. Okay, so there's my little, and then what I'm going to do, I think it's called stippling, where to create sort of like shadow like is you just pop dot 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 dot, and guess what this is? You know, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is mindfulness. Yeah, this activity is mindfulness. You know, if I wasn't talking, I'd be concentrating on this more, placing the dots, because all mindfulness is focusing on the present moment. So things like coloring in, Zen doodling, Sudoku, crochet, knitting, sewing, they're all self-care. That's right. And you know what? Planning and embellishing your pages, that too is self-care. So if you ever go, you know what, I haven't had time for myself, go embellish your page, whether it's just a corner of your page, doing some sweet little doodles or whatever it is. There's a video out there of mine, you know, walking you through different doodling sessions. Yes, no problem. It hasn't. I haven't been. It hasn't been there for a long time. Shame on me. No, no, don't be. Don't be. We've got life happening and all of that stuff. So, I normally am good with names, but yes, you're right. When I don't see it a lot, I do forget sometimes. And the perimenopause brain, I'm sure, is working its stuff. Charlotte says, I like personal size too, Marie. I treated myself and ordered the personal mold. And oh, burgundy, that would be beautiful. Just waiting for it to be delivered. Excellent. Good. Treating myself to a new Filofax. It is a win because you are focusing on yourself and you are bringing joy to yourself. All I have to say, though, is just be mindful that we are financially responsible, because I know I'm not when it comes to stuff like my tech gear. I'm buying another mic. So just be responsible that you're not putting yourself in a position where it might stress you out, like financial situations. So I just have to say that because I know what it was like being in debt and just buying things that you think that, oh, well, you know, I've got the money so I can buy it. But really, just make sure you are financially responsible. Yes, it is a win. I have the ochre. Marie says to you, Charlotte, I have an ochre. And I got the molten ochre for Christmas last year. I love it, you guys. I need to improve my handwriting. And all it is, look, just practice. And so always remember, though, Marie, your handwriting, normal-wise, is going to be messy. Even when you see all these beautiful, you know, penmanship out there, they write it slow. So I just want to let you know, because here I am thinking I'm writing in my planner and mine looks messy, but then, you know, why someone else's looks so pretty is because they actually write very slow. So then their letters are formed uniformly. It's all lined up. Their O's, their C's, and their D's are all beautifully shaped at the same time, because that's what makes a great penmanship, is everything is, you know, all at the same slant and all the same. So if you're looking at your writing and just going, oh, it does not neat, and that's your normal speed, it's fine, because all these wonderful penmanships that you see, I've watched videos of theirs that show, you know, this is my normal writing, and it's messy and it scribbles. And then the ones you see on their planner pages or on Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube, they do take us, they slow it down. So I've done that where when I'm planning, my writing is nice and neat. But when I'm just, you know, writing for the day, it's like, let me see if I can show you. You know, so this is my normal writing. You know, it's let's see here. I'm just going to put, this is not my normal writing. Normal writing speed. Maybe I'll put speed. See, I'm a little bit more careful, making sure everything is spaced nice and neatly. So that would be my slowed down writing, and that is my normal, speedy writing. Okay, so just make sure you're not comparing yourself to anyone else's, or when your normal handwriting is faster. But if you want to practice your handwriting, just know that you will need to slow it down, so then you can form your numbers and letters and everything neatly and uniformly. Okay, so because I know even I go, oh, I wish my writing was prettier, and it's like, oh, I have to slow it down. I'm just going to get my Tombow markers and color. Where's my pink? Let me have a look. I'm missing my pink one. Oh, here it is. Okay, so now these, of course, these rainbow colors are not going to be correct. Mine is too big. But if your handwriting is big, because that's the way you hold your pens or you hold your things, it's what is I watch Judge Judy a lot. It's she always says, I wish if I was 5'8", I'd be 5'8". So sometimes the way we hold our pens and the way we rest our hand on the paper will affect the way we write. So if you want to practice smaller handwriting, just do drills and just practice certain letters that, maybe your O's look great, but then your S's don't. So just practice all your S's, or practice tiny writings, and just and what I like to do when I like to practice red, orange, yellow, green. What I like to do when, maybe I'm going to do a different color. When I practice like handwriting, is I like to practice the words that I would normally write, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't like doing, all the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So practice with words that you would normally write. Other things is your, names, people's names, or months of the year. I'm just going to use a gray N95 and just do a sort of like a shadow just under the clouds and just under the rainbow. All right, let's have a look at this. Mine too, Marie. So, oh, okay. All right, so let me just clean up. Clean as you go, clean as you go. Pop things away. All right, so that is my heading for June. I hope wrong way, Marianne. Sorry to make people dizzy. All right, so there is my heading. And then what I'm going to do, make sure I don't, oh, no, yes, no, sneeze is gone. The sneeze is gone. Now I'm going to go get mine. I don't need the felt tip. I'm going to get my zebra mild liners. So I picked these colors for sort of like rainbowish, and I'm just going to highlight. So if you already have planner pages that already has, days of the week or the month, and, instead of just keeping it blank, but the music is a little bit loud in my head. Right, just go, and you can go and highlight. So I'm going to use the rainbow color. So just go and highlight, and it doesn't matter if your highlighting is not straight, because once you start writing down other things later on throughout the week, you're going to make mistakes. Things are not going to line up. So that's what I've been teaching myself to do, is not to be too worried that things are not all lined up beautifully. All right? So even just highlighting sections of your planner already brings that pop-up color. And so if you love color and you don't mind burst of colors, then just highlighting the heading or the days of the week already is bringing in some beautiful, look at that, that's already a great start. And you know what I'm going to do is, just so then it matches, I'm just going to add some dots here, just so then it sort of matches up, and so they like partners, So another thing is just putting dots on your page is also makes a big difference. Look at those tiny little dots, hey? All right, so days of the week highlighted. I'm going to use stickers for my numbers. Okay, so this is the Carpe Diem number sticker pad. Again, if in my Amazon US storefront, if you look at the list for stickers and glues, I think, then you will find in there. So I've used up most of them. So I hope I have all the dates. So I'm just going to put, I'm using tweezers so I can then place it beautifully. I might put it here. 9. Let's do some pop of color. 9, 10. So let me know, what's your favorite stationery tool to embellish with? I just bought the mild liner. Seeing you use them tells me I made a good choice. Yes, Marie. Marie, did you know this? Right? Let me know if you know this. So you've got a chiseled end on one side. Did you know it has a pointy end on the other side? So when I first started using this back in 2017, 2018, I just thought it was a chiseled highlighter, but it has the pointy end. And so I normally use the pointy end when I am creating my headings. So let me see. So when I create the headings, I just use the pointy end. So yeah, let me know who didn't know that because I don't think, I'm not sure in the name when you have the product listing, it says double-sided, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, you made a good choice. It is one of the things, I think this is, a lot of these are already the 3rd or 4th version of it. Let me have a look. 14. Trying to sort of like make the colors, the same color family together. 13, 14, 15. Okay, so again, if you don't have stickers, you don't need to have, number stickers to make your dates colorful. Speaking of the pointy end of the mild liner, so you can just create. Okay, you can create your own circles. Create your own circles. Create bunting style dates. What else? You can do square. Okay, so you don't have to have sticker. Grab your black pen, outline the edge, and now you've created your own little date faux stickers. Okay, now if you don't have like felt tip markers that's quite thick, you can use your normal 0.5 pen and just like thicken it up, So let me just zoom in a bit. Woo! All right, so let's say 9, see, just go 9 and just thicken it up. 9, 10. And then you know what? For those of you that, want to practice your handwriting becomes unique. Do you know how many people are selling their handwriting font? And then there are some that look, you might think it looks messy, your handwriting looks messy, but go have a look. Some fonts that are out there make it look like it's like normal, typical handwriting. So here you are going, my handwriting is not, perfect or it's pretty. I know I've said that to myself, but you have a look at some of the font shops, you know, the different fonts, and there are some that makes it look like it's messy. So then it looks authentically like it's handwritten rather than, you know, a graphics, right? So you can do that. What do we think? All right. I have brush one end and pointy. Ah, yes, you have the brush ones. Yeah, I've been looking at those and they're going, Marianne, you have enough markers. You don't need any more. And plus, because I have the Tombow double-ended one, if I did want to do some, you know, oops, you can't see that one. If I did want to do some, let me have a look for some darker color. If I wanted to do some hand lettering, you know, I can use my see, this is when you practice the words that you would normally write. Monday. Okay, so that's why I haven't delved into buying the brush-ended zebra mild liners, because I have enough markers to last me forever. I like brush pen markers to embellish my place. There you go. See, for me, I try and do the hand lettering like this, but because the way my brain works, I like things to be perpendicular, parallel, straight, and so that's why my, you know, my penmanship is all capitalized, because I tried doing the lower cases, but because lower cases there's more roundness to it, somehow my brain glitches. See, you got to do what how your brain works, people. All right, so then there's that. If you have a space, or if you already have a calendar in your weekly spread, I'm just going to make sure, have a look, 1 to the 3rd week. All right, so the 3rd week, which color? I might pick this color. 1, 2, you can highlight the week. So then that way, if you are planning, or if you have to refer back to what day of the week was last week, you have your little calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oops, 11, 12. I'm just going to make sure I do this, because if I talk 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. See my writing here? It's like just fast. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then I'm going to go back up here for the 30th. All right. And then another thing is, if you have on your weekly spread, if you have a section there that has like, you know, a space for notes, here's a little, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to try it. I'm going to show you how you can pretty up like a section, and you can do it with any parts of your weekly spread. I'm going to get my, I'm going to zoom in so you can see, and then I'm zoom out. So close your eyes if you get dizzy with these things. All right. Okay. So what you can do is create, so not right at the edge here. Okay. A little bit indented. Create yourself tiny, maybe every second line, tiny little circles like this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make it look like it's a torn paper off a spiral. Okay, so just create little lines like that. And then actually, no, I'm going to, and then with those circles, just put 2 lines. I'm just going to make a marking here so I know exactly where it is. So see how there's the circle? 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines. 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines. All right, so what I'm creating is I'm going to make it look like this little section is a torn page of a spiral book. And then what you can do as well, so let's just create a border. And the not so neat it is, the better, because then it looks like it's a page that's sort of like lifting up the page. So see here at the bottom, so instead of having it like cornered like that, if you want to make it look like the page is like lifting, you know, like turning up like this, okay? So instead of making it a corner, just round it off like this, right? So round it, can you see? I'm just going to erase, round it like that, and then to make that page look like it's turned like that, you're just going to create like a little triangle, curved triangle. See? What do we think? All right, and so this is now, Marie says, I love your ideas. Thank you. And a lot of this is, you know, collected from many, many different plannerettes out there, or planners. You know, I call us plannerettes. But yeah, so now what you can do is I'm going to grab maybe the 0.5 felt tip. So I like the felt tip when it for things like this because it's bolder. It stands out on the page more than just your normal gel pen, okay? But your gel pen can work as well. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to see, again, sorry for the zoom, it's just so then you know what I'm tracing. So I think that's as far as zoom. So I'm not going to trace around, I'm not going to create like a solid border. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can not cover it with the pen. So go, maybe not that one, because it's at an angle. So go down the line, and then the first line like that, and then around the circle, and then the little line like that. So don't join it, because then remember, that's going to look like the page is torn. You know when you tear it off a spiral book and you leave those little bits of paper behind on the spiral? That's what you want. Okay, so whoop. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, like all the circles don't have to be perfect. No one is measuring. It's okay. All right, so let me zoom out so you can see the full effect. All right, so see how now that little section of your planner, especially, you know, a lot of weekly spreads have a little space that have lines that you can write down notes or tasks that is not, you know, day specific. All right, so then when you come to the corner, round it, okay, and then create that little scoopy triangle, and then go around here and just slide it down. And don't worry that it's wobbly. You want that effect. You want it. You don't want it to look straight. And then that ties in with, you know, these lines, how they're not straight. So sometimes, you know, imperfection creates their own little unique beauty. And then what I do is, again, the N95 is a nice light gray. And so underneath the notebook there, and maybe to the right-hand side, so depending on which way you want the shadow-like effect. So I'm making it look like that the light source is coming from here, and then it's casting a shadow on this side of the torn page and at the bottom. Right, so again, you can leave it at that, but what I like to do, grab a red pen, and this time I'm going to probably use a ruler, just because I know I don't trust myself. I might, and so just here, and then just create a little margin. Doesn't that look like a torn little notepad? You can do double lines if you want, and to go even further, if you wanted. So this, you don't just have to have it on a weekly spread. You can have it in the corner of a daily spread if you have a Hobonichi planner, or if you have a personal size planner. You can make the whole page look like a torn page off a spiral. So this time I'm going, look, I haven't even used this one up yet, so I've new one. So let me just test it first. Okay, so then the lines, I'm just going to go over, and this time I'm not going to use a ruler because I want that squiggly looking line to give it its own little character. And so suddenly that plain old lined page part of your weekly, you have now transformed into something, quite pretty. And then you can write down whatever you need to write down on here. Okay. And there you go. Ta-da! And you can use whatever color you want. You can, if you have a particular color theme for that page, you can use a different margin color or a different line color. Let me know what you think. If you are liking this so far, you know what you got to do. You got to press the thumbs up button. It really helps a lot, because then it'll show other planners who don't know yet Marianne Cresp and the Plannerettes gang, and then they can hang out with us and enjoy all these things, and let me, help me remind you that it's okay, that things aren't pretty, things aren't perfect. All right, so make sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. It helps a lot. That's one of the easiest, simple way that you can support my channel. All right, where are we? Let's zoom out again. So what else do we need to do? Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to actually go and use some stickers. Yes, I'm going to venture and embellish. Normally, I don't embellish my weekly spread, because in the beginning, when I'm embellishing weekly pages, I always think, what if I put stickers in the wrong spot? What if I don't leave enough space? It's probably a good thing, because if you have to write too many things on your day, you may have too much on your plate. So this may be a good way for you to manage the tasks that you assign yourself. So, all right, so this one is the Carpe Diem Planner Basic Sticker. You know what the great thing with this is? These little boxes fit beautifully for my Ultimate Planner Bundle Weekly spread. So, hurrah, hurrah. So, let's see. Well, let's do some today. Oh, this pink will go well with that pink. So, I'm going to put today here. All right, let me just make sure it's all lined up. So let's just put that there, okay? Oh, Marianne's not happy. Marianne's not happy because it's not evenly. Please do as I say, not as I do. Because you're probably going, that looks straight, Marianne. What are you talking about? Okay, so I'm not going to do like one. I'm going to sort of like stagger it. Let's have a look. Let's say... get stuff done. Oh, I like that color. Let's get that for the Sunday. So when you're placing sticker, again, whatever works for you, get inspiration from, other planners that you see. I'm learning as well. I'm learning as I go. Okay, what else can we have? What's happening? Oh, I like this one here, happening. Okay, and then you just, create your... write down your plan around the stickers. Let's have a look there. I'm trying to do the rainbowish color. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And let's see, what else is here? So this one is really good because it not only does it have boxes, but then it has all these little bunting flag thingies at the top. Let's have a look. Is there any... Let's see. Where's all the other boxes today? I think I've used up some of the yellows. All right, so sometimes the plan that you have doesn't go because the color, so we're just going to put whatever color. I like this one because then the black and white matches up with that stripe there. So what I'm doing is I'm just staggering it rather than lining it up all. So then visually for me, because I know if I start lining it all up at the same level, then something might not fit. So here I'm going to put it a little bit here. But if you watch those planners that use stickers all the time, they they know exactly where to place stuff. But the beauty of this is just playing around with things. note. Oh, I like that. So let's do a little one. So let's do a smaller one. Now, if you don't have stickers, let's put that here. If you don't have stickers, this is when your highlighter can come in. Then you can create your own boxes around stuff. Okay, let me show you. Okay. All right, so you can create your own boxes. So let's say here, you can use a ruler if you want. You can use the chiseled end and make thicker borders. Right? Or you can use the thinner end and then make thinner borders. And then if you don't have the little stickers like these headings or these ones, you go create your own. Let me show you. Even with just a pen, okay, you can go notes. And your beautiful writing will look so pretty. And if you wanted, you can even create a border around the border. You can go and embellish it in so many ways. Like I would love to, be more creative, but sometimes I've run out of time, or you can then do like a little diagonal lines around the frame. Wouldn't that look nice on your planner page? And like I said, my fear, not like real fear, but what before that stopped me from embellishing with stickers like this before the pen. So they have in the planning and bullet journaling world, before the pen and after the pen. So this is before the pen, before anything gets written, and then this is after the pen when everything's been written. So that way you see the before and after when people share their planner pages, right? My fear before placing stickers was, what if I need to write something on there, but it's longer? Well, then you got to be a little bit more creative and write succinctly. Okay, so really important. Charlotte says, I've been loving a week on one page in my personal size, and then I use your list of stuff as a running to-do list. I love that. See, this is the beauty of this thing is Charlotte saying this, wait, next time I go and use my personal, I'm going, oh, I never thought of using my list of stuff as a running to-do list. See, that's why a pool of knowledge, us gathering together, whether we're expert planners, we're, beginners, or sometimes we're just stuck in a rut, it's a great way for us to, share these different ideas. What's happening on Thursday? Let's see, maybe today. I like this today here. Oops, I'm off screen. I'm going to add that right there. Okay, and so keep adding more and more, and then again, because if this is part of your self-care, give yourself a nice time. If it's this, I'm going to do this for an hour, 2 hours, hang out with the plannerettes during Marianne's live, have a look at what she's doing. Oh, I'd like to do that too, blah blah blah, right? Don't forget. Don't forget? Killing it. Great. I'm already preempting that I'm going to be doing a freaking great job later on in the week. Okay, so sometimes these stickers or what you write down could be your positive affirmations, or give yourself a pep talk and say, you've got this, Marianne. Oh, I like this hello today. I haven't got any orange yet. And so you can even place stickers, don't limit it to the column. You can go a little bit over. And I'm going to put it here. Hello today. All right. So I'll see what else I can do. But before I do, let me just see what sort of things I need to put in my calendar. So the things you need to put on there is, if you have a monthly calendar, to put on my weekly, I think was what. Have a look at what you've got. All right. So here I've got my Monday live, which is now. So I'm going to do that. Do I want to do I think I'm going to do a dot marker. Right, so this one is the Zig Clean color dot. One end is the spongy end. and then the other one is the fine tip end. And the fine tip end is what I use to write down my done, things that I've done, right? And then again, I use, you know, the rainbow, so red or this pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and I normally use the teal. All right, so I'm going to use the dot. So here, dot. So then that's my little check mark, and then I'm going to write down 5 a.m. YouTube live stream. Okay, so once I get off this live stream, I can mark that off as done. Live stream. All right, so then that's that. And then probably here, so then this, I don't leave that blank. I'm just going to put update the description. So if I do mention anything, update YouTube description. So if I mention anything in this live stream that I haven't put in my description below, I'll make sure to do that. So I'll have that. All right, so what else is on my calendar? So I normally, the way I work is with the beginning of the month, I put things on my calendar that's known stuff, bills, events, appointments, and then and then anything else that come up, I put there subscriptions that's going to be expiring, right? So put it there. So then when you're planning for your week, you have this to refer to, and so you're not forgetting stuff. So my another one is, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to use my highlighter, and I'm going to go and create a little box like that. And let's see, will that work? Yeah. All right, so I need to follow up one of the capsho, one of the things that I use as a subscription. Okay, so, and then if I wanted to make that bit stand out, grab your fine tip end and then create a little border around it. So then that way it stands out. And then because there's a space there, that's probably might bug me a little bit. So grab your little dot and just put like little dot marker as like a little divider. See, I'm working with myself and my the things that I limit myself, and my, you know, the things that I the barriers I put in front of myself. I'll go, all right, I know I'm not up to the point yet where I can accept, you know, imperfections or empty spaces. So I work with it and be creative about it. All right. So if it's going to bug me, then I'll go, all right, let's put some pretty little, let's show you just that. So, you know, little dots there. Okay. So whatever marker you have, and if you have an empty space and you can't stand empty spaces, like sometimes like me. All right. So then here, let's see. I think I'm going to use one of the stickers. Is there a remember? Remember me. Is there a remember? Today, maybe today. I'll put today. So my oldest son, he has a geography excursion. I'm just going to stagger it here. So instead of lining it up there, I'm just going to stagger it. So then that way, you know, little step in. Then what I can do to continue the little dot is then pop little dots up here. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So today, oops, let's put here. So refer to your calendar on what the things are going on. So Josh's what? Josh's geography excursion. Geography excursion. All right. So Marie says it's June 8th, 9 p.m. here in the UK. So me, June 9th, 6:03 a.m. Just thought I would mention that. Yes, I normally in the beginning I say where you're tuning in from and how are you. So you're on a Sunday, 9 p.m. Thank you for hanging out with me, Marie. And then look, I'm going to just here create a little border, but this time I'm going to do dash lines. So you can mix and match. You can have stickers. You can even use washi tape. You can go and use your marker, whatever works for you. And then I think I have a payment coming through. So maybe I'm going to use what color? Yellow. Yellow looks nice. The star one. The star one. So these Carpe Diem fit beautifully on the width of my weekly spread. So this one, we have a payment coming through. All right, what else? So anyone got something exciting happening this week? Let me know. So I know Brenda, if she's still here, is on her way back from the grandson's graduation. That would have been lovely catching up. But let me know in the chat right now. Do you have anything exciting happening this week? I've got a bill to pay. Bill due. All right, so there's a bill due. Bill due. I'm off camera. Sorry. So I just need to make sure. The reason why I also like to put bills there is because I want to make sure the account that the money's coming out of it, the direct debit has money in it, because I don't normally put money in accounts that I connect with direct debits, because I have seen in the past where companies take money out before a bill is due and then it just wreaks havoc, or they take money out when you're not ready for the thing, and then that can make your accounts overdrawn. And so yes, I just don't trust, or they'll take it twice. So Optus, and that is 203.75. Okay, so what else? I need to do my newsletter. My newsletter was a little bit late this week because I've been so busy. All right, so there. What do I need to go? Write weekly. Let me know who here is a subscriber to my weekly newsletter. Say me. And if you are not, let me pop that in there. Where can we get it? Newsletter. Okay, so I've just popped in there. If you sign up to my free weekly email newsletter, you also get access to all my freebies. Isn't that great? You say, hey, Marianne, I'm happy for you to, send me stuff once a week. And then I go, for that, here's some freebies. All right, so check that out. Sign up for my weekly email newsletter. Right, weekly emails newsletter, and then I'm going to schedule that to go out at 8 p.m. my Sunday. All right, what else? What else is on my calendar? Let us have a look. And what's this? A membership renews. One of my remember. Is there a remember? Didn't I have that question already? Remember, appointment, weekend, family time. Reminder. Oh, there's a reminder. I like that one. Reminder. Me, Tamara. Yay. I love it. Thank you, Cindy, Elle, Irene, and me. Now, Irene also has a YouTube channel. So Budgeting Mama, as the name suggests, talks about budgeting and planning. So yeah, Irene and Elle, a lot of these, they've been with me from, if not from the very, very beginning, but for sure have been wonderful, wonderful supporters of mine. So here, maybe I don't want it, I'll pop it here because it's going to renew on this day. So I'm just trying to, here, this one, remember. And so let's quickly pop that here. Where is it? Here. Love Day membership renews. Okay, so what I might do, I'll let that dry, because what I'll do is I'll create like line, highlight every second line as well, and then maybe I'll create a border now. Just something different. So yeah, you can mix and match. You can do stickers, you can do handwritten borders, right? And then all the spaces, then of course I can fill in as I go. Anything else on my calendar? So that's one of the first things I look at. What's on my calendar, so then I don't forget. All right, I've written everything on from my calendar. And then the other thing is, if you do brain dumps with me, so what I'm planning here on YouTube is to do a brain dump live session with you guys, where I put a timer on screen, we get everything out of our head down on paper, and then throughout the live stream is we're going to categorize things, so then it helps make sense for us, right? So then we don't go into the new week with a big cluttered mind, overwhelmed with our task, our endless task list. Is we categorize it. So as part of my Plannerettes Inner Circle membership that's going to be launching soon, I'm creating it with my founding members. We're going to do weekly brain dumps. So here on YouTube, it's once a month, and I'll schedule it on the first Sunday of each month. But on the Plannerettes Inner Circle, we'll do it weekly, because sometimes all we need is to co-work with other people to help us get out of a funk, to help us get out of being stuck, to help us get out of being overwhelmed, and to help us from feeling alone. Is just knowing, hey, other people may be struggling a little bit today too, and it's nice to just go and catch up with them. So I have created specifically exclusive to the Plannerettes, but there is a brain dump guide that you can also get as part of being a newsletter subscriber, right? So you don't have, I'm not going to go and hijack you and go, you can only get this if you join the Plannerettes Inner Circle. Of course, I'd love for you to join, but I also have the freebie for you, because I want to look after you. I want to make sure that you're not overwhelmed. So when you sign up to, you're welcome, Irene. I mean, your support is wonderful, and so I would just love to, give back. So thank you. Brain dump guide. So you have the brain dump, and then it comes with a grid empty brain dump that you can go and, as the name suggests, dump everything that's in your brain. Okay, so you get this, but if you ever go, where's that, Marianne? This is an exclusive printable that I've created for the Plannerette. So we did a brain dump yesterday. I chucked everything that was in my head down on paper. I categorized it the same way that I would categorize based on this guide. What are the things to do for today, tomorrow? What are the things to do for the week? So I'm going to look at the blue, because that's the blue is this week's priority. And guess what I do? All these things from my brain dump yesterday, I put it in my weekly spread. Okay, so then I don't forget, and then I don't get, all messed up. Marie says, I watched your projects video. Helped me understand it so much better. Yes, I love that. Yes, please, if there's anything that you're not sure about, comment, add comments and let me know, because sometimes I might think I'm making sense in my head and then other times it's like, what are you talking about, lady? All right, so do the video for, okay, so I've got lots of stuff that I need to do for my new membership, so I'm going to write that down, so then I have a checklist. So it says, so same thing, if you have a weekly spread, Write down all the tasks that you already know you're supposed to do. And the beauty of having a weekly spread like this visually is then you can go, I have a lot of stuff already on Monday. I'm not going to assign any more on that day. Or I've already got a lot of things on Friday. I'll make sure that I don't do anything. Or Thursday is my day off. Don't put things to do on your day off. Have an actual day off. Maybe, do a little bit in the morning or a little bit in the afternoon. But your whole point of a day off is so you can reset, re-energize, and then you're not going in back into work feeling tired. And that's where all the anxious stuff comes in and that brews in our head. Okay, so having a visual of a weekly spread helps you see your capacity, what days you've already put too much for yourself. Do video. Let me write this down before I forget. Choose your focus. Choose your focus. Okay. And then the other one is the other video. The reason why I want to do it all now is because I'm made up. My hair is not greasy. Although I can feel my lips drying now. I can put lippy back on. Do video for overwhelm. I may have to move this sticker. See, this is what I used to think. It was like, oh no, if I put sticker down, what if I run out of space? The good thing with the Carpe Diem stickers that I've found is you can take it off your planner pages without ripping it. Because there are not all stickers are created the same. Some will, once it's placed down, that's it. It's stuck there, and if you take it off, it'll rip your page. Or I've seen people that can that helps a little like a liquidy stuff that can help remove the stickiness of the sticker without wrecking your paper. But yeah, so overwhelm to calm. Okay, let's have a look. And then on my brain dump, if you follow my brain dumping guide, once I have transferred or migrated the things that originally was in my head at the beginning of the brain dump, and then once I've categorized it to say, well, when would I like to do that? Today, tomorrow, or this week? And once I've moved it to a place where I can action it from, I just cross it off. So then I don't have to worry about it. So then I'm not going to go, oh, look, I'm going to see it here, and then I'm going to see it here. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I'm only going to focus on one page at a time. All right, what's another one? Plan workout session. Ooh, last week I didn't go and what do you call this? Do any workout because I was busy. You know what? Monday is already full. I'm going to put it here. Plan workout session for the week. Okay, the week. All right, I think that is dry. Let me see if that's, hopefully it's dry and I don't go and smudge it. So I'm just going to go, whoop, whoop. Yeah, or I'm going to do all of the lines because it looks funny, just the two. See? And then that stands out again. So using your highlighter or markers makes things pop on the page. And look, it's not going to miraculously make you do it, right? It's not as if now that my pages look so pretty, I'm going to now start working out. No, but you're more likely to open your planner pages than not, because then you now, you put in all these wonderful effort making it pretty. And now let's get some more wins by actioning it and, crossing it off and, crossing off these little dot markers. All right. Create scrapbooks. Okay, I'm going to get my names tested again. It's Terry. I will be watching that. Yes, please. Hi, Create Scrapbooks. I love it. I love it. Yes, so please, there's I'll make sure I'll put the link in the description of where. But if you look at my playlist, it's the brain dump session, and honestly, it's one of the things that's helped me not lose my mind when it comes to the end of the week, you know. So plan for workout. All right, so there. And what's one more? Schedule the YouTube shorts on CCM. Yes, so I've got a few stuff that I might do that here because it's all YouTube day today. So I'm going to put, what did I say? Schedule YouTube shorts in CCM. So that's one of the things that let's see, how can I make that stand out? Let's do the dash lines. But the dash lines I'm going to have here on the side. So these dash lines, again, just makes your little to-do list pop. Pop on the page. Pop, pop, pop. So instead of just a, what do you call it, a solid line, you can do this, or you can even do dots if you're, a little bit more patient. All right, so there we go. So there's the weekly spread. Let's have a look. Hearts. Yay, thank you. All right, so there's another one. I can cross that off. So that was from my brain dumping session yesterday. So see how even from yesterday, I did a brain dump session. So this is really, write down everything that's on your mind. Don't censor yourself. Just get it all out. Use this space to release any thoughts, worries, or tasks swirling around in your head. Put a timer on. So you can use this, or like I said, you can use the freebie that I have for you when you sign up. Okay, so this one, same thing. Doesn't have to be neat. Look at that. Doesn't have to line up. And because once we've categorized it and noted it down in our daily planner or wherever you write, or your tasks and to-do list, we're going to cross it off. All right, so then see, I have still some stuff on there that I haven't actioned, but I know it's there. So then it does not need to occupy space in my mind or worry me, or you use your energy trying to remember, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, or I'd love to do this. It's in a brain dump. So I don't get rid of it until, I think this one, see everything on here, I don't have to worry, but I've got some stuff on here from 17th of May that I just need to double check to make sure I've crossed them off. I think I used a different brain dumping page, but then I could go back when it comes to my either monthly planning or my weekly planning. I could go my clothes out of Josh's closet. Oh yes, I think that was part of yesterday. My yesterday's to-do list was to get the clothes out of my kid's closet so he can put his own there, because I've taken up too much space. Where is it? So I have it there. Where is it? Is it there? Did I put it anywhere? I'll put it in today's. I'll put it in today's to-do. Okay, so that is me planning for the week right there. And then, of course, as I go throughout the week, I'll fill that in. You can, add for any spaces that you have. So, of course, this is not going to be everything that I do today, but these are the things that I already know I have scheduled. So then that way, if nothing else gets done, I can go, you know what, I didn't get to do that. I might move that to another week. So it's just it's an intentional way to plan, because a lot of the times the overwhelm comes from, having it all in here and not written down. So just because I have put it on my weekly planner, I am now a little bit kinder to myself and saying that, look, Marianne, do the best you can with whatever capacity is within you for today. Something might come up, like I have full intention of getting all these stuff, but if an email comes through or something else happens, right? And then that's when I go, what matters most today? So that's all it is. So planning isn't about being hijacked by your to-do list and go, hey, You said you wanted to do that. Why haven't you done it? You must be not a good person. No, 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 no. This is just a good way for you to preempt that, you know what? I don't know what my energy will be like on Tuesday. I don't know what my mood will be like on Thursday. But if I need guidance, right now me is going to help future me go, Marianne, I know you're a little bit, maybe not feeling well today, emotionally, physically, mentally. If we can just get one thing done, that's okay. Let's go have a look at our list. Come on, Marianne. Let's look at what we wrote down, on Monday. Oh, it says there, write weekly newsletter. Are you able to write your weekly newsletter? Like yesterday, I was supposed to have my weekly newsletter scheduled for 8 p.m. I didn't get to do it. I looked at my plan. I'm going, I didn't get to do it at 8. It's like, well, do you have a little bit of time to do it now? Yes. So that was a win. That's all of what intentional planning is, and planning ahead is that if and when you are not able to think for yourself in that moment in time, past you have said, can we just get one thing? And if you didn't get to do any of those, you know why? Because something more important happened. You rested. You gave yourself permission. You gave yourself that little bit of grace to say, it's okay that we didn't get anything done today because we're looking after ourselves. And that could be you sitting on the couch, eating a bag of Doritos. We might not feel good afterwards, but that's what you needed at the time. All right, so just be kind to yourself. My husband complains that I'm also using his word. Yes, and so that's what I'm going to do is actually move my stuff from the cupboard. My son, because we swapped rooms, so I might just have to squish hubby's clothes as well and take up some of his cupboard space. So yeah, me too, Marie, me too. All right, so there we go. Let me know if you have any questions, and of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, love for you to subscribe as well. I just reached over 12,000 followers. Thank you all for following me. If you have, it's really, really a lovely way to get validated. They say, they call it vanity metrics, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. They're just vanity metrics, Marianne. They don't say that technically at the end of the day, they're not going to change the world, but as human beings, we like to get validation that we're liked, that people like us. It's part of our brain that's still part of the, caveman days, that we're part of a community. So being liked gives us that dopamine hit. So even though at the end of the day, look, it doesn't matter, it matters. Okay, so please, if you can, like and subscribe. Now, like I said, I am creating the Plannerette's Inner Circle membership that I'm hoping to come out in 4 to 6 weeks' time. I have founding members who are helping me create it. If you want to be part of that and you want to join the wait list, let me see if I've got the waitlist printable there. All right, so join up, because then when we do release it in a few weeks, 4 to 6 weeks time, then you have the opportunity to get in if there's any special entries for waitlist members. But yeah, so we're having so much fun already, and just with 2 days of starting the ball rolling, we are already, some of us already feeling lighter, because a lot of the times you probably have all the planners and all the pages and all the stickers and all the washi tapes and all the skills that you need to plan. But a lot of times it might be that just that gentle support of a community, and seeing others also doing it messy, doing it imperfect, gives you that permission to go, oh, I don't have to have everything pretty and perfect all the time. It's a nice to, but it's not a necessary or a have to. Okay, so the waitlist link is in the chat right now. I'll also have it in the description. And I think that's it for me. I have been up since 3 o'clock. I'll probably crash soon. I'll have my breakfast, and I just want to let you know, wherever you are in your planning day, you are doing enough. But the most important thing is If you have been with me for the hour and a half, that's self-care. You have taken time for yourself to do the things you enjoy, to watch things that you like to do and get ideas and inspiration. So don't forget to also make sure to take breaks throughout the day. That can, oh, speaking of, right, as a part of the freebie, you get a self-care bingo card, right? So just little reminders. Take 5 minutes to be completely off your phone. Read a chapter of a book. Let me see, have I done any of these? Take a nap. Yes, I've taken a nap. So I've got my little, bingo dobbers, right? And then you can have fun. You can have fun looking after yourself by having a self-care bingo card. There is also a version that is blank. So you can put whatever you want to do, right? Knitting, Sudoku, word cross puzzle, Scrabble, whatever it is, right? I'm looking after you because I want to make sure we are here for each other, reminding us, hey, take a break. You deserve it, right? So, and wherever you are in your planning thing, you are enough. I am enough. I have to remind that because you know what happens normally? I get all like excited and then tomorrow I go, oh, I'm not hanging out with my plannerettes buddy. And then sometimes I get low. And so I need to go and make sure I also take my own advice. And that's what I need you. If you are watching this on the replay, comment in the, type something in the comment and let me know what idea you got or if you enjoyed it. I love it. Thank you so much for this stream. I love it, Marie. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Elle. Chat soon. All right, everybody. I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye. Bye.